What is good, my fellow YouTube fam? It's your boy Aaron speaking, and today we're reacting to that boy Super Duper Vision's video, how Jay-Z lied to become the richest rapper ever. So I saw that title and I was like, what? Bruh, I gotta watch this. I usually don't do reactions, but we out here. So shout out to you, my boy. We gonna react to this. I'm very curious. I know the basic shit about Hov's career, but this I probably don't know about this, so let's get it.
Welcome to Super Duper Vision, the channel that takes you on a journey through the fascinating history of hip-hop. In today's video, we'll be uncovering the surprising story behind one of Jay-Z's most iconic hits, Hard Knock Life. You might think that Jay-Z got permission to use the famous Annie sample through legitimate means, but the truth is far more shocking.
It's a hard knock.
Join me as we explore the sneaky tactics that Jay-Z used to obtain the sample by deceiving the license holder and the success that followed. So, buckle up and get ready to learn about the
Yo, that's crazy because, man, because I live in Brooklyn. So I remember when that song was hot. Shit, I was young as hell. But I remember that song, like, being on the radio. I remember that shit being a hit, for real.
Told history of one of hip-hop's most beloved tracks. Let's go.
And what happens most of the time, people change.
While his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, was a critical darling, and his sophomore, In My Lifetime Volume 1, went platinum. It wasn't until...
Yo, I never seen these clips where he goes into like the albums like that, from Reasonable Doubt to Blueprint. How I never seen that? That's gas.
Till his third album, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, that Jay-Z started on the track to become one of the greatest rappers of all time.
But I personally don't believe anybody could stop me. I really, that's just how I believe. It was gonna be, I was coming, I was destined.
Talk that shit, ho.
It just is what it is.
Back in '98, Jay-Z was a successful New York rapper, but he hadn't broken through into superstardom yet, meaning he wasn't on Puffy's multi-platinum level of success yet.
Yeah, we don't go out there, you know. It's like, I'm really excited about this whole tour, because I mean, rappers don't usually get to go out, you know, and tour the whole globe, things like that, you know.
Yo, I don't mean to pause it too much, but one thing I would say, Brody, the music's a little too loud. Like, I can't really hear what he's saying.
We usually get to do club dates and colleges, things of that nature, but we perform in front of 15,000, that's rare in rap, you know. So that man Puff, you know, he opened a lot of doors for a lot of rappers, you know, so I'm just looking to get part on this tour and get, you know, hopefully this whole thing just go down right.
Yes, sir.
We go on tour like every year, like, you know, like Rolling Stone things.
Yeah.
Which explains why he was on the No Way Out tour, opening up for the bad boy head honcho. Joining him on the tour was also one DJ Kid Capri, who happened to have an instrumental recently produced by the 45 King. When I came out for my second set of the night on the No Way Out tour, I would start with the instrumental version of Hard Knock Life, Kid Capri told Grantland. Fans were running up saying, "How did you get the Annie song behind the drums?" It was mostly white people coming up to me. I knew from the reaction I was getting that it was really working. By the third or fourth show, Jay-Z rolled up and asked me where I got that from. Pairing a sample of It's the Hard Knock Life from the 1977 musical Annie with a bouncy bass line, the instrumental instantly caught Jay's ear, and he had to have it. Kid Capri linked him up with songs that was always like a conversation for me.
What the hell? What was that? What was that jump cut? Did you have to cut something out for copyright? That was weird.
It's not anything to think about. The chorus already dictates where the song should go, what should be said. I probably did that song in maybe 5 minutes. With the record done and dusted, there was only one thing
left. What the hell? What happened there?
Left to do, clear the sample. To make sure it all went through smoothly, Jay wrote an embellished letter to the musical's composers about how much the song meant to him. Jay-Z. I decided to write the company a letter myself. I made up this story about how when I was a 7th grader in Bed-Stuy, our teacher held an essay contest, and the 3 best papers won the writer a trip to the city to see Annie. A lie. I wrote that as kids in Brooklyn, we hardly ever came into the city. True. I wrote that from the moment the curtain came up, I felt like I understood Honey's story. Of course, I'd never been to see Annie on Broadway, but I had seen the movie on TV. Anyway, they bought it, cleared it, and I had one of my biggest hits. Hard Knock Life remains Jay-Z's best-selling album of all time, and it's all thanks to that letter.
Word? I had no idea. That's his... What? That's crazy.
Jay found a chemistry with a mainstream sample that allowed him to be Jay-Z. Former Def Jam executive Kevin Liles said, "The song made him accessible from Brooklyn to Arkansas to Paris to London to Germany to the world. It brought a more diverse audience and provided the platform for further acceptance to his greatness. He became more than our culture's best-kept secret." Thanks for tuning in to Super Duper Vision. I hope you enjoyed learning about the surprising way Jay-Z got his hands on the Hard Knock Life sample.
Interesting.
If you're interested in more stories like this, be sure to subscribe.
Interesting. One thing I would say, I just peeped in the description. It says some stuff about 4-5 King removed due to copyright. So, my bad. I understand that he had, but honestly, that kind of messed up the whole video a little bit. That's probably really important. You feel me? That was probably a lot of shit that you had to cut out. But anyways, yeah, Hard Knock Life, that song, man, that shit was huge. I didn't know that was his best selling album. But nah, yo, shout out to Super Duper Vision, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. And I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.